A robotic dog has just entered a military shipyard in the United States, and it didn't come to sniff the ground. It came to weld warships. This is happening in Louisiana, at the heart of an industrial arms race between the United States and China. American startup Path Robotics has just launched the Rove, a quadruped machine capable of moving across uneven terrain, climbing gigantic structures, and executing precise welds where no conventional robot could ever reach. The client? Saronic Technologies, a company that is building the autonomous vessels of the future, and that needs to produce more, fast, much faster. What happens when robots with artificial intelligence take over one of the most critical tasks in the defense industry? You'll find out below. Want to understand everything? Then watch the video all the way to the end and I'll explain it all. But first, leave your like and subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll stay informed about the latest news in robotics. Path Robotics, a startup founded in Columbus, Ohio in 2018, announced the launch of the Rove, a mobile robotic welding system that brings together, for the first time, the body of a quadruped robot. That is, a machine that walks on four legs, like a dog, with an artificial intelligence model developed specifically for industrial welding. The name of the model is Obsidian, and it was already being used in fixed welding cells. With the Rove, that intelligence gained legs, literally. The launch was announced on the same day that Sea Airspace 2026 began, the largest maritime exhibition in North America, organized by the Navy League of the United States at National Harbor, Maryland. It was no coincidence. Path Robotics chose one of the biggest stages in the world's defense sector to present its creation. The first client to test the Rove in real operation is Saronic Technologies, a startup based in Austin, Texas, that manufactures autonomous military vessels. In March 2026, the company raised $1.75 billion and reached a valuation of $9.25 billion. The Rove is being operated at Saronic's shipyard in Franklin, Louisiana, where the company is building autonomous surface vessels, crewless ships designed for reconnaissance, transport, and combat missions. Saronic has committed $300 million to expand the shipyard by 300,000 square feet, which is expected to generate 1,500 new jobs in the region. It is within this rapidly expanding facility that the robotic welding dog is at work. To understand why this matters, it is necessary to step back a little. Industrial welding is one of the most difficult activities to automate that exist, not because the machine cannot perform the physical movement, but because each metal joint is slightly different from the previous one. Minimal variations in the geometry of the parts, in temperature, in alignment, all of this demands real-time adaptation. Traditional welding robots follow pre-programmed trajectories and require the workpiece to be perfectly positioned inside a closed work cell. In a shipyard, this is almost impossible. The structures are sometimes dozens of meters long, weigh hundreds of tons, and simply do not move. This is exactly the problem the Rove was created to solve. The historical constraint of welding automation is that shipyard conditions, with large assemblies, inconsistent part fit, and items that cannot be moved into a work cell, have always limited the use of robots in the environments that most need automation. Since it was founded, Path Robotics has raised more than $300 million to bring artificial intelligence to industry, automating processes that were previously impossible to mechanize. The company's central idea is simple. If the part cannot go to the robot goes to it. The context in which this happens is even more relevant. The United States faces a silent and growing crisis in its industrial defense base. Path Robotics estimates there will be a shortage of 600,000 welders by 2030. This is not a problem for tomorrow. It is already happening, and meanwhile, the American government is pressing to produce more military ships more quickly in response to the accelerated growth of the Chinese Navy. The Rove emerges, therefore, not as a laboratory product, but as a concrete response to a national urgency. What surprised everyone, even the industry experts themselves, was the solution found: a robotic dog carrying a welding torch on its back. To understand what the Rove actually does, it is necessary to separate two things: the body and the brain. The body is a quadruped platform, a robot that moves on four articulated legs, similar to a dog. This type of robot has a capability that wheels and tracks do not. It can cross uneven terrain, climb steps, navigate inclined surfaces, and reach hard-to-access points in large and complex industrial structures. In the case of the Rove, in addition to the four legs, there is a robotic arm equipped with a welding torch. The brain is Obsidian. The Rove is powered by Obsidian, the physical artificial intelligence model widely adopted by Path Robotics, combining Obsidian's real-time intelligence with the flexibility of a mobile robotic welding system, enabling welding automation beyond fixed cells. Obsidian is not a generic software adapted for welding. It was developed specifically for this task, trained on tens of millions of inches of weld, real-world data that allows the system to recognize variations in part geometry and make adjustment decisions in real time. In practice, the Rove works like this. It approaches a metal structure, uses its cameras and sensors to scan the surface and identify where welding is needed, calculates the ideal path for the robotic arm, and executes the operation while continuously adjusting speed and position as conditions vary. Using its cameras and onboard artificial intelligence, the Rove adjusts its trajectory and speed in real time to maintain welding consistency. It can cross uneven terrain, climb around large structures, and access hard-to-reach welding points that humans have difficulty reaching. This solves a problem that seemed to have no solution. For a long time, legged robots were considered too unstable for precision welding. The Rove changes that. With the Obsidian system, it can perceive the surrounding environment and adapt to unpredictable situations, such as those found in shipyards. But what makes the Rove different is not just the mobility. It is the combination of mobility with a specialized artificial intelligence. The Spot from Boston Dynamics is probably the most famous quadruped robot in the world, used by more than 1,500 companies to inspect complex or dangerous environments. It observes and reports. The Rove acts. It didn't come to see the problem. It came to solve it. The decision to use Obsidian as the technological foundation of the Rove is also strategic. Path Robotics has stated that its existing technology has already been deployed in fixed cells, and that the Rove extends that capability beyond factory environments. This means that the model's learning curve does not start from scratch. Obsidian already has practical experience accumulated in real operations inside factories. The Rove inherits all of that intelligence and applies it in the open field. At Saronic, the challenge is very concrete. To build larger and more complex autonomous ships at an ever-accelerating pace, Saronic plans to build more than 20 ships per year by 2027, using its Louisiana shipyard as a base for expansion. To do that, it needs a production chain capable of handling imposing structures. This type of structure would never fit inside a conventional welding cell. Quadruped robots have historically faced challenges in applications requiring high precision, such as welding, due to stability concerns. The Rove addresses this by integrating artificial intelligence-driven control that continuously adapts to environmental conditions and the robot's positioning, enabling precise welding performance even on uneven surfaces or in dynamic environments. The launch of the Rove has direct implications for workers, companies, and the balance of power among the world's major powers. On the risk side, the concern about employment is real and legitimate. The American shipbuilding sector may need 200,000 to 250,000 additional workers in critical occupations, such as welding, over the next decade. But this does not mean that robots will simply replace welders, at least not in the short term. The labor shortage is already so severe that automation emerges as a complement, not a substitute. The company is not replacing welders. It is building systems designed to multiply the performance of those who remain, taking over the repetitive and variable work that is hardest to hire for, while freeing skilled professionals for the more complex tasks. For professionals who remain in the field, the arrival of systems like the Rove may paradoxically further increase the value of highly complex specialized work, the kind that machines do not yet fully master. The launch of the Rove generated reactions of both enthusiasm and skepticism within the technical community and the defense sector. On one side, Path Robotics CEO Andy Lonsberry was direct in stating that legged robots have been considered unstable for precision welding for decades, and that the Rove is changing that perception. On the other side, industrial automation experts point out that a quadruped robot operating in dynamic and potentially dirty environments like shipyards will face real challenges that only reveal themselves in large-scale production. Vibrations, extreme heat, molten metal splatter, electromagnetic interference. The fact that Path and Saronic describe the current deployment as an evaluation and not as a full operation suggests that there is rational caution even on the part of those who are most optimistic. In the industrial quadruped robot market, the Rove occupies a unique space. The Spot from Boston Dynamics is the industry reference, with more than 1,500 units in operation around the world, but it inspects and monitors. It does not weld. Boston Dynamics also has the Atlas, a humanoid robot aimed at manipulation, but designed for structured factories, not for open and unpredictable shipyards. In the field of Chinese competitors, Unitree Robotics dominates about 60% of the global quadruped market with much lower prices. The go-to model costs $1,600. Chinese production is growing fast, but these platforms have not yet demonstrated the ability to weld autonomously in complex industrial environments. Switzerland's Anibotics manufactures the NII Mal, used in refineries and oil platforms, robust but aimed exclusively at inspection. None of these companies combines, in a single product, the mobility of a quadruped with an artificial intelligence specialized in adaptive welding. The Rove is the only one that does this. What the Rove does differently is precisely that. It is neither an inspection robot with welding capability, nor a welding robot on wheels. It is an unprecedented combination, built from the ground up with a focus on a specific problem: autonomous welding in large, variable, and unstructured environments. The weak point, at least at this moment, is that the technology is still in the evaluation phase. Path Robotics has not yet disclosed the price of the Rove, which makes it difficult to assess whether it will be economically accessible to smaller shipyards outside the defense context. The absence of public data on field performance, failure rate, productivity per hour, comparison with qualified human welders also prevents a definitive analysis. The Rove is not just a product, it is a signal. It represents the convergence of three crises that the United States is trying to resolve at the same time: the shortage of skilled workers in the base industry, the lag in military naval production relative to China, and the need to take artificial intelligence beyond computers and servers, to the factory floor, to the shipyards, to the places where raw materials become military power. Path Robotics, founded by two engineer brothers, has placed its robotic dog at the center of this problem, and the market is paying attention. Saronic, one of the best-funded startups in the country, is already betting on this technology as part of a real national security strategy. The question that remains, and that still has no answer, is this: when robots with artificial intelligence begin to autonomously build the crewless ships that will fight wars without pilots, where does human responsibility lie for every decision made in that chain of automation? Do you believe we should establish clear limits for the autonomy of robots in defense operations, or does the geopolitical urgency justify moving forward as fast as possible? Leave your answer in the comments. If you liked the video, leave your like and subscribe to the channel. That way you will always receive notifications of new videos. Until next time.